Today we're going to be looking at simplifying complex fractions. Our first example is 1/3 divided by 5/6. You multiply the numerator by the reciprocal of the denominator, so in this case our 5/6 becomes 6/5, and we multiply across and we get 1 times 6 for 6, excuse me, and 3 times 5 for 15. Reducing that fraction further, we take 3 into 6 and get 2, and 3 into 15 and find that that's 5. So our answer is 2/5. Our next example is to simplify 1/3 plus 1/2 divided by 3/5 minus 1/4. Well, first we need to simplify the numerator and the denominator to find. If we take 1/3 and change it to 2/6 and 1/2 and change it to 3/6, on the top we have 5/6. Our common denominator on the denominator is 20, so we have 3/5 equals 12/20 minus our 1/4, which is 5/20. Well, 12 minus 5 is 7, and they're 20ths. So now we have a complex fraction, 5/6 divided by 7/20. We know we multiply by the reciprocal of the denominator, so we have 5/6 times 20 over 7. Going across, we get 100 divided by 42. Well, 2 can go into 100 50 times, and 2 can go into 42 21 times. So our answer is 50 over 21. Our next problem is to take 1 over y minus 1 over minus 1/2 divided by 1/3 minus 5/6. Well, the LCD of the numerator's fraction is 2y, and the LCD of the denominator's fraction is 18. So we find that 1 over y, when we write it as 2 over 2y, we have 2 over 2y. Changing the 1/2 to a 2y denominator, we find that that is y over 2y. Now that they're over the same denominator, we can simply subtract them, and we get 2 minus y over our 2y. Doing the same process for the denominator of our complex fraction, 1/3 equals 6/18, and 5/6 equals 15/18. Well, if we have 6 minus 15, that's a negative 9 over 18. We now multiply by the reciprocal, so we have 18 times 2 minus y, which is 36 minus 18y. We have a negative 9 times our 2y, which is a negative 18y. When we factor out 18 up here, we find that that is 2 minus y. And since it's over a negative 18, we simply cancel those out, and we have 2 minus y over a negative y. Continuing on with our complex fractions, we have to get a common denominator for the denominator of our complex fraction right here, and of course that would be z. So we already have y over z, but when we put 2 over z, we have to have a 2z in the numerator. So now we have y plus 2z over z, and we know we multiply by the reciprocal, which is right down here. So we come across and we have these z's cancel, and we're left with simply y plus 4 over y plus 2z, and that would be our answer. Again, simplifying, we have a problem here. We have a over 9 plus b for our denominator, and on the top we have 1 over 3a plus a over b. So we have to find the LCD of 3a, b, and 9, and of course that would be 9ab. So we're going to multiply the whole thing by 9ab. If we take 9ab times this top part, we get 3b. And 9ab times this part is 9a squared. And 9ab times a over 9 is a squared b. And then finally 9ab times b is 9ab squared. And that is our final answer.